stream, weak Wi-Fi. What's up, everybody? Let's get the boat tour. It's a mess. Everything's all over the place from getting rocked and rolled the other day in those waves. But we're out here, we're doing it, man. Oh, it's bright. Sunlight. Alright, so, hey, single hand cruising, it's pretty hard. You have to do everything by yourself. You have to have everything ready to get too fast when you need it. You know, when it's time to deploy, you better be able to get a hold of it, whatever it is. You have to think way ahead where you are, where you're going. I can't say, here, steer for me, or drop the anchor, because there's nobody else here. And pulling up the anchor, it's not easy if it's a heavy current, and if it's windy. It's really hard to do alone. But I'm getting in there, you know. Keys are bust, right? But, you know, I got pounded yesterday, man. I got to rest and relax. That was like the last 10 miles of 3-foot waves coming from the side and from the rear. Whew. Boat was just like back and forth, back and forth. But, you know, I can tell you that the time I spent getting ready and putting this boat together, because it needed a lot of work when I got it. I got a really cheap deal, you know, and anybody can do this if you decide, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to go on an adventure. You know, this is the after the bucket list. Well, way after the bucket list. You know what I'm saying? Maybe explain about that some other time. But we're going to try to get all the way down there to the Keys. You know, we're really going to try. This boat, it needed a lot of repairs when I got it. I had to put a new line up a mast to the halyards, whatever the hell they call them. I'm not a super sailor. I know how to sail. I get around, you know. Arr! But, yeah, you know, I mean, it had been sitting for a long, long time. There was about an inch of bird shit all over it. If you go through some of my old videos, you can see what it looked like when I first got it. Even pictures of it up on the lift had been sitting up out of the water for years and years. It took me 2 years to get ready. I thought it was only going to take a couple of weeks. But when you're working with, you know, next to nothing and, you know, scrounging to get this, that, and the other, it's going to take a little time. Plus, I'm not quite as young as used to be. So it takes even longer. I'll have to rest and, you know, relax, take her easy. That's what it looks like outside there today. It was rocking and rolling in here when I anchored, bouncing like a basketball. Then early this morning, up until about now, it was going pretty good too. This is what it looks like out there in the world. Places where you anchor for free. Pretty nice boats, so I'll tell you what. Very nice, very nice. Is that Yes that does that song? Nice, very nice. So what's everybody doing out there? Anybody ever watch my show? I bet I do. I'm the only one that watches it, and I like subscribe to myself. Right. Everybody, you know, share this link. You know, have them ring the bell, or they'll go to hell. You don't want your friends to go to hell, right? We're rocking and rolling still. Gets a little bouncy in here. There's the back cabin. It's a mess. Bathroom and the V-berth. Sad sleeps too, but they must be really small. Midgets or little kids. That stuff flew everywhere in there. I got most of it back up out of the way. The rods are back up on the wall, and it looks a little bit better. It's my little stove, and my alcohol stove's underneath it. Got a refrigerator, power inverter, solar charging system. A 100-watt solar charger. That's a pretty cool boat back there. Who wouldn't want that, huh? Man, that's cool. Wonder what they do. They just live on it probably. Used to be some kind of working boat, but I don't know what. You see my crowded deck back here, my cockpit, my generators under there, extra gas is over here on the side. Got some trash that I forgot to leave at the marina. Then I got a outboard tank there that I have to refill on the fly. It was pretty tough yesterday. I got out in those waves and I had to refill. I didn't want to, lose power in the waves. That would have been tragic, right? But seriously, anybody can do this. You just have to get the will to do it, and decide, man, I'm going to get a boat. I'm going to live on it. I'm going to go places. It could be done. I'm doing it. And I'm sharing this with everybody. And yeah, hopefully you can learn something too. It's fun. We should trade that guy, huh? Place on the show for his boat. I will give him the show for his boat. Yeah, then we'll get a new show, the giant back porch fishing show. The giant back porch fishing show. Well, I don't know how well the stream or anything's coming in. I just know that it was streaming earlier, and I saw it start and stop and start and stop, and who knows? I'm just jabbering to myself. At least I can watch it later, right? So this is my bed. Pretty nice, 12-inch memory foam. It's only a twin single. Underneath it, though, there's a settee, a table that pops up, kind of like the ones they have on Happy Days. It looks just like this, the orange color. Only it's got a table in the center. And this is where I do my laptop work. Makes a nice little table. Also store some of my clothes in the plastic tub underneath it. I don't use this couch here for anything but to throw crap on. The shelves up here, they're just stuffed with crap that fell off, and I haven't really found a place for it. I got a little flat screen TV there, and got one of those weird antennas back there in the V-berth that my cousin Freddie gave me. That was right, just got that for Christmas from him, I think. And I get, believe this or not, 64 effing channels right here out in the middle of the water with that booger thing. It's one of those superpower antennas, and believe me, it's worth it. I think they run anywhere from $25 to, heard that they'd go for 50, 45, 50. But it's a powered antenna. You got to plug it in, and then really the higher up you get, the better. But it's sitting in there on the wall right there. It's got stuff all up under it and over it, and it's still getting 64 channels. I get Orlando, Daytona, Titusville, Cocoa Beach. All kinds of stuff. Pretty slick, huh? My selfie stick. Everybody's got to have a selfie stick. If you want to be famous or just look like somebody famous, you got to get a selfie stick. Then you can pop it up. It's like a periscope, isn't it? Let's stick it up there. Like aiming around, What's out there? What's that? Maybe maybe someday I'll have a zoom feature, you know. Zoom, zoom, zoom in. I'll go like that, but farther. Yeah, that's pretty slick. It'll go like this. It'll go zoom, but farther. All right, so who's this? ASAP Fishing says he's close. What's that? Let me see here. $6,000 what? Dollars? Subscribers? People, I got 17,000 subscribers. I'm lucky to get 4 people on a live stream. You ever heard of shadow banning? Oh, wow, wow. YouTube doesn't like me for some reason. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? It's their ball game, I guess. Oh, shadow ban. Oh. See what's going on outside. That wind's starting to pick up. And I caught 2 fish today. All I had to fish with was some hot dogs. So I put them inside of some, like some cloth, you know, that had a lot of holes in it. And I made it like a diaper, put a hot dog in there. Pretty slick. Caught 2 hardhead catfish and a blue crab. And something else got away. I don't know what it was. I don't care, you know, so people go, oh, it's a hardhead catfish. You know, I don't care. It's a fish. Right? That's what it's all about, right? You want to catch a fish, right? I want to catch a fish. So, oh, yeah. And you play that song, Fish On. Primus. Look it up. If you haven't already heard it and you're a fisherman, you'd be digging on it. Just digging on it. Let's see what they're saying here. Alright. Man, it's bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. Oh, this is cool, or what? Just rocking and rolling, rocking and rolling. Still resting. That was tiring yesterday. Whew. Very tiring. But at any rate, I'm headed there. I think I got 140 miles to Peanut Island, West Palm Beach. Do some fishing there. Maybe go out and get some grouper, snapper. Go out in the ocean. Yeah? That would be pretty slick. I still am so tired. It's hard to make a video and sailboat, motor it, whatever, anchor it, do all that at the same time. But at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and probably end this stream. Get a little further south tomorrow, I hope. Got some pesky bridges to contend with. Always pesky bridges. Right? People probably don't have to deal with the drawbridges. Sometimes they don't open, sometimes they open. Gotta call them on the radio and say, "What's up?" Oh well.